Drum roll, please. It's Family Home Evening night, and tonight is movie night at Family Home Evening. Tonight's movie will be presented to us by Greg. Greg's going to share a little phrase that he's been sharing with himself for the past 90 days, and it has been helpful to me. I have found power and energy, and you'll probably hear this phrase from now on until I die. Let's hope that's not for another 30 years, but let's hope that is in 30 years. So this is a phrase you're going to hear me say often. And when I say it, I have a certain meaning, a certain understanding I want you to have with regards to this phrase. Do the easy thing. My hope is that at the end of this movie, you will have a clear understanding of what I mean by do the easy thing, but that you will also be willing to identify 5 easy things in your own life, to list those, and then to carry on a discussion about the easy thing in relationship to your 5 easy things. These would be things that are important or dire in your life that you would like to work on, and that as a family we can support one another, we can follow up with one another over time and increase our understanding of doing the easy thing, increase our mastery of doing the easy thing. And we would do this in person, on Skype, or through email on an occasional basis, perhaps once a week, follow up with each other, see how we're doing on doing the easy thing, and or sharing insights that we've learned about doing the easy thing. And that's what I hope we can do. And now, without further ado, here is the movie. Pick the low-hanging fruit. Do the easy thing. Easy Thing, a little book by Dr. Greg Miller of Nobility Press, New York. All too often, I could do the easy thing, but I don't. For example, when I go to the movies, I ask for butter on my popcorn, when it would be an easy thing for me to skip butter. Sign says, "But Greg, zero popcorn would be healthier." I reply, "Yes, but zero popcorn is not the easy thing for me for now." Other signs say, "No M&Ms, no pop. No soda and no candy is even better, but it's not the easy thing for me for now." For me, for now, the easy thing when I go to the movie is to have a popcorn, large soda, and some M&Ms. And then I split those with my wife. However, easy thing principle number 1, which I will read to you when this guy moves out of the way. Zip, zip. We don't always do the easy thing, even when we easily could. Case in point, until recently, instead of doing the easy thing, when I'd go to the movie, I'd do the even easier thing, which is to have butter, popcorn, and a pop, plus my M&Ms. And before that, for years, I would even add some licorice. I did the easiest thing. A little bit of good and plenty. Now, one could ask, but what about doing the hard thing or the better thing? Popcorn, water, and M&Ms. Forget the pop. Or what about doing even the harder thing or the even better thing? Just popcorn and water. Or what about the hardest thing or the best thing? Just having water. What about that? Easy thing principle number 2. Ordinary people who consistently and diligently do easy things will produce extraordinary results. D.A. Bednar. So, what I'm saying is, we should do the easy thing consistently. Do easy consistently before doing the harder, or hardest thing when we can. So before I do the hard thing, I want to do the easy thing consistently and diligently. Once again, that quote, ordinary people who consistently and diligently do easy things will produce extraordinary results. So let's take an example. Once again, on my food intake. The easiest thing, of course, is unrestricted eating, eating whatever I want at whatever time I want. The thing that's easier than easy is 2 mini meals and then unrestricted eating, eat whatever I want. Now, mini meals, 200 calories, followed by a half-hour break. That's how I've defined it. So the easy thing for me would be 5 mini meals and then unrestricted eating. A little harder than that would be 6 mini meals and then unrestricted eating after 6 p.m. Harder still would be 7 mini meals and then eat whatever I want after 7 p.m. And perhaps hardest of all, but desirable for me, would be to have 12 mini meals and then nothing. 12 meals with 200 calories or less, followed by a half hour between them. But what I want to do first, consistently, is have those 5 mini meals and then eat whatever I want. Doing that consistently. Let's take another example in exercise. The easiest thing would be to not walk. That's the easiest thing for me. The thing just below easy would be just to take a half-mile walk each day. But the easy thing, the thing when I think about inside myself, what would be easy? That would be a 2-mile walk. Anything more than that would be hard. But for me, a 2-mile walk each day is easy. Hard would be a 2-mile walk plus once a week lifting, doing a real heavy lifting, what I call the power of 10, for 20 minutes. Harder would be a 3-mile walk and then to add to that 30-minute weightlifting weekly. And I would like to do that. I'd like to work up to that eventually. And then eventually a 4-mile walk each day and once a week lifting weights strongly for 40 minutes. But right now, it's the 2-mile walk that I need to do consistently. Now let's look at my easy 5 list. Okay, here you see repeated what I've already talked about is my food intake. For me, 5 mini meals and then unrestricted eating is the easy thing. Exercise, again, that was the 2-mile walk. I can identify other things like my writing. I'd like to write grants for 15 minutes each day would be the easy thing. My evaluation, spending time on my evaluation 90 minutes each day, and making calls, 5 calls each day. These are important things in my life that I identified. Now I invite you to take the list and create your own list of the things that you'd like in your life that are dire or important, and identify the thing that is easy, easier, and easiest, as well as hard, harder, and hardest, and to track those